Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will be doing an unboxing of the latest Unset. So basically, this is a fourth set from Magic: The Gathering, which so a bit of a history of Unset. Unset is normally a joke set. So for those the cards are all silver bordered and you can't really use them in actual events or commander games or things like that. The theme of the design is that it should just do everything that you can't possibly do in the game. So things like tie your hands together, play the card between your which finger and which finger, and things like that. I'm actually just coming up with stupid ideas, but that's pretty much what Unset is. So in the past, Unsets were actually quite good. Well, in a way that they do come with full art lands. So the first Unglued set actually came with the first full art land. So that's how full art land became to be. And then you have unhinged, you have unstable, where the lands actually just always stayed full art. Afterwards, during that time, it was during the past that was the only way you can get full arts. But then over time, things like Elf Devastation, Zendikar, and all that, they actually started giving full art lands. But in my opinion, the unset full art lands are always quite good because the thing is that they look very generic, just like old Magic cards. So for the fourth one, they don't actually sell in boosters anymore. Instead, what actually happens is that you get um, five 30 card decks, and basically they sell them in decks now. And a box like this is like $75. So let's open it, and of course, the cool part is that in the past you have to open each pack, and then each pack you get a full art land. So to some people, it's like, oh wow, I want foil ones of that. Those were actually really hard to pull. So if you actually go online and have a look at the full art lands from Unhinged and Unstable, they are pretty expensive. So for Unsanctioned, what you get is that you get five decks. So they are pre-made decks. You can't actually get. So you can see like the card, choose target spell ability that targets a permanent you control, then ask a person outside the game if the story of what will happen makes sense. If they said no, sacrifice favorite judge and counter the spell ability. So things like this is what you are going to be expecting in any of the unsets. So it's pretty crazy. So the concept of this is that when you buy the set, you can actually just shuffle both two decks together, and then um, you can actually make a deck of an game to play with. So Blast from the Past was actually from the original unset. So wow, Madness Cycling, Kicker, Flashback, Buyback. So in here you do get one of each. Bingo! And that's actually a fly there. So not really part of, it's not like packaging problem. It's actually in the art. So inside you get that. You get two cool dice. So these are silver ones because I assume that they, as an unset, there'll always be um, cards that ask you to do different things like roll die and then stuff like that. But then the coolest part is that for here, this time they actually include one of each full art land and foiled, and then one of each non-full art. Not sorry. One of each full art land foiled and one of each full art land non-foil. And the main point of buying the box set to some people will be these lands. So as you can see, this is the planes, and it's actually really well designed, I have to say. I personally didn't really like too much of the unstable lands because I don't like borderless. Borderless feels a bit like a artist altar, where always having a black border is always nice. And you can see here the the frame across it is super foiled, but then the actual art is still a little subtle foil. Beautiful. So this is plains, so you can see there, and then you have your island, you have your swamp. That looks really cool. You have your mountain, forest, and that's it. And then you get one of each non-foiled, so like that. So of course the foil one looks pretty good, but I can understand that to some people they don't like this system because in the past when you buy a booster box you can get up to 36 lands, and then that's fine. But then for this one you're only getting 10 lands, one of each. So for super collectors that really want to foil out their deck or something like that, they probably have to buy 20 boxes and stuff like that. But I personally think it's actually pretty good because in the past, trying to pull a booster pack just to get a foil for Outlander is pretty much really low chance. You either have to be really lucky or you spend a lot of money. And unfortunately, a lot of the cards actually from the booster boxes actually just go to waste because since you can't actually use them in any game. So by releasing it more like a little board game, it is actually pretty good. So unset, this is pretty much un4. We are actually selling the boxes for without the lands for 20. So if you know that you would like this type of game and you can actually buy it for cheap, then it's just 20 and you can get it on our website. But other than that, I personally think it's quite a good product. I've always enjoyed like really nice foiling and stuff like that, and yeah, pretty much that's it. So this is Unsanctioned. If you like it, come and have a look. But again, this is not for everybody, but it's definitely a cute little set box. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Take it easy.